Good afternoon and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View for your afternoon edition of the Transfer Talk as we head in to the last couple of days of July. Yep, last 2 days of July and we still do not have an outfield player. Even though it has been suggested that Celtic have been making inroads to try and sign a striker from America. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first of all, I thought it'd be good to try and have a look at some of the headlines, because Celtic are making headlines around the world. And I thought it'd be interesting to go through some of those headlines before we talk about the bid for the Canadian striker. Yes, a Canadian striker. But Celtic, being Celtic, are going in with low ball offers. Right, the first headline I want to look at, there is breaking news this afternoon with regards to the Hibernian game. The date has been confirmed for the Hibernian game in the Cup. Yes, remember last year we got put out by. This year it is at Celtic Park, so it should be a bit easier to get through. It's been scheduled for the 18th of August, scheduled for 3 p.m. Celtic part-time. I should have been home for that date. It's quite an important date in my calendar. But I won't be. Anyway, I was home a couple of years ago for it. But anyway, yeah, it is it's scheduled for 3 p.m. on Sunday, the 18th of August, Sunday at 3 o'clock. I feel for fans from coming over from all over the place, because Sunday at 3 o'clock, the last ferries that go back to Ireland and everything, they struggle to get those ferries. Means that they tend to have to leave the game early. And then fans that are coming down from all over from the north of the country and from the south of England and everything, all the buses that come up from there. It's a long day for them, and it's late back on Sunday night. I think it could have been a bit better than 3 o'clock, but then that's probably for television. The fixture for the Premier Sports Cup, as Celtic enter the fray for the Premier Sports Cup. Let's just hope we get further than we did last year, because this is the one that we missed out on for the treble. Anyway, let's dive into some of the headlines. The first one was from the Trivalia effect coming out of America. Brendan Rodgers might make Matt O'Reilly transfer with Southampton come true, is the headline that they have. Celtic attacking midfielder. I can't even say it, can I? Anyway, Celtic attacking midfielder Matt O'Reilly has quietly become one of the most in-demand players on the transfer market, with several Premier League newcomers and a couple of Serie A powerhouses, even La Liga interest in the man with Champions League assist last season. O'Reilly, just 23, is a rapidly ascending midfield player. Gotta love the way the Americans talk about football. He should really be on the radar of even bigger clubs in the Premier League. But for now, newly promoted Leicester, Southampton, and a few major players alongside the European giants. European giants? I'm not even going to say the same that this is European giants, because I'm not really. But then they mentioned Roma and Atletico Madrid. Yeah, we all know that story, but let's move on. And it might not be worldwide, this one, but it's coming out of Leicester. Leicester transfers news as they talk up the Hatate deal. And there are 3 pieces of Leicester transfer speculation to cover this Tuesday afternoon, and one of them is Rio Hatate. It doesn't seem to be going away, this one. Leicester goalkeeper going to exit. Latest Fox's rumours, and they talk about the Hatate one. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Sports Witness. Sports Witness said exit can see club accelerate deal for Celtic player. Mutual effort required, says Sports Witness. On Monday, it was reported that Atlanta beat Premier League sides to sign Matt O'Reilly. It was also explained that they weren't to make a new contract with the Brendan Rodgers side yesterday. Well, they didn't. They didn't beat him, unless Celtic are keeping it in-house and not telling us. That'd be absolutely... If we sell Matt O'Reilly this week... I'd love to be inside Celtic Park at the weekend. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. The Walking Red. The Walking Red. This is one that's coming out of Canada. Yes, this is a publication that's coming out of Toronto. That Celtic offers for Canada striker. Jacen Russell Rowe. That's going to be a right cracker of a name to try and pronounce when you've had a few beers. Rejected by Columbus Crew reports. Columbus Crew are limited minutes at Columbus Crew. People across the Atlantic are taking notice. That's a cracker. MLCL insider Tom Boggart says, now fronting the MLS continent team, he says that Columbus Crew have rejected multiple offers from the Sky. I shouldn't take the person accent, should I? Have rejected multiple offers from a Scottish club for former Toronto FC Academy talent. The Birds blew the Crew valuation of the 21-year-old. The 21-year-old that is out of contract at the end of 2024. Whilst he didn't name the club, reports in Scotland suggest that most suitors would likely be Alistair Johnston's Celtic. Brendan Rodgers has publicly stated that he is looking to sign not one, but two strikers this summer. One to compete immediately with Japanese international Kyogo Furuhashi for a starting spot, and the second, younger player, as an effective impact backup attacker. The latter profile would seem to fit Russell Rowe well. Russell Rowe has 5 goals and assists for Crew this season, despite being mainly used as a substitute. And his breakout season was in 2023. His breakout season was in 2023, but his contract is up at the end of 2024. Hence the reason that Celtic have come in and made an offer. A low ball offer, which has been rejected twice, allegedly. So it looks like we are trying to get another striker in, a third choice striker, but it is Celtic doing it the Celtic way. Going in and saying, all right, mate, there's 10 bob for your there's 10 bob for your striker. Whilst Peter Lawwell sits with his bag of cash, eating his Tunnock's tea cakes and drinking his coffee. Anyway, let's get to the Irish Independent. The Irish Independent come out of the publication today. Celtic welcome back Hayes in a coaching role. Yeah, we all knew that. Is that not like old news? Johnny came in. He's seen as a breath of fresh air, as the headline. Former Ireland international Johnny Hayes has been back to make an impact on his return to Celtic as he focuses on a coaching career in the wake of his decision to retire. He's made 22 appearances for Aberdeen last term, and the Dons offered him a role for this term. Having just turned 37 earlier this month, he decided to hang up his boots and go back to Celtic. Hayes won 7 major trophies, including 3 league titles, in his stint as a player with Celtic from 2017 till 2020. With fellow Dubliner Darren O'Dea changing roles at Celtic recently, a spot opened up in the coaching staff for the B team, and the manager, Stephen McManus, was happy to see Hayes come back to Parkhead, where he will assist with the B team. Darren, who moved to the onto loans manager towards the end of last season. Darren O'Dea moved to loans manager. I thought it was pathway manager. That's an interesting way that they put it. Darren moved to the loans manager towards the end of the season, which is great for him. We knew someone else was going to come in and work with myself. Johnny, he came here as a fresh of breath air, said McManus. There you go. The loans manager. That's interesting. Darren O'Dea, they've said it's not the pathway manager as Celtic put it out, but the Irish Independent is putting it out as the loans manager. Interesting one. McManus also confirmed that Ireland prospect Bosun Lawwell would not be involved with the B team this term. So that's breaking news. That is breaking news as far as Celtic is concerned. Today, that just came out in the publication today. So, wow, that is a bit of breaking news. McManus also confirmed that Ireland prospect Bosun Lawwell would not be involved in the boys' B team this term. He's been in training with the first team under Brendan Rodgers. So it looks like Bosun Lawwell has made the step up. That's breaking news for you this afternoon. Bosun Lawwell has made the step up into the first team, or he's going to get pumped out on loan. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Bosun Lawwell. He's obviously, Brendan Rodgers feels that it's not going to be advantageous to him to come back and go into the B team after playing first team football last season. So he's either going to come into the fold at the first team and been in and around the squad, or Is Bosun Lawwell about to get put out on loan again? That's in the Irish Independent. And then there's just another couple of headlines about the striker. You'll get lots of headlines this afternoon about the striker that has been offers have been rejected for an American-based striker. Interesting, but still no new players. No new players, nothing, nada. And we're sitting on Tuesday afternoon, and the players would have been back in training today, I suspect, and they'll be getting ready for the game this weekend, the opening game of the season. Interesting. It's all a bit quiet around Celtic Park, isn't it? And on that note, I hope you have a fantastic evening wherever you are, Celtic fans all around the world. Hasta luego.